pass me the vape. Pass me the vape. Come on, my brethren, yo, pass me that vape, yo, pass me that vape. Pass me that vape. I got some meat juice and it is top rate, yo. I wanna blow some clouds. Can you hear me now? USA, Europe, everybody, well, I wanna blow some clouds. Can you hear me now?
What's up, guys? D&D's Vape, and I'm gonna be doing a review today on RDA, and this RDA is very, very tiny, guys. Very tiny. I know you guys are used to seeing small RDAs and probably say, yeah, well, we've seen them just about all. I don't know if you've seen one this small. I'm sure some of the reviewers have and probably never even bothered to review it because of how small they were. But I'm going to review this one. It comes with this RDA is just, it's really small, right? So I'm going to show you real quick what this looks like next to my Kennedy. There you go. So that's how small it is. It takes a regular 510 drip tip as well. So everything's same. It's just really small. This drip tip though, I really don't like it. It's kind of ugly, and not only that, it's really loose compared to the actual drip tips that don't come with it. So I have this guy here. And this drip tip actually comes with my Haze. I believe it's the Haze it's called. Yeah, it comes with the Haze. And what I'm doing is I don't use this drip tip for the Haze. I have a bigger drip tip that I use for the Haze. So being that this drip tip has a small little airflow there, I think it would be perfect to use with this. So that's how it looks together, and I think that's actually really nice the way it came out to look like that. Compared to this one, yeah, I like this drip tip a little bit better than this one. Airflow's a little bit better. I had to drill out the hole. This is the only hole that it has for airflow, and it was literally about a millimeter big. Like it was a tiny little hole. I couldn't get any air through it. It was perfect for mouth to lung, I'll tell you that. So this is the RDA. That's the inside of it. It's got a positive and negative. If you can see the positive, it's got a big positive washer bushing in there, so it doesn't connect with anything else. It's got a nice positive pin in there, and it is protruding out far enough to use on a mechanical mod. So I am going to try this on my mechanical mod as soon as I'm done building on it, and that's how it's going to look on my mechanical mod. This is going to be a hell of a build on here. So let's get down to it and build on this if I can. It's small as anything, so this is going to be the smallest, I'll tell you. So let's get down in here and do this build. So we're going to start the build. I'm going to put this right on here. Alright, it screws right on. Seems to work and fit nice, and there is a little fluid on there. It came with a coil and cotton already, and I just wanted to test it out, and the coil and cotton that they used on this was horrible. I don't know what they were thinking to how they were building this or whatnot, but the build that they put on here wasn't even good. So I am going to do a nice build on this. I'm going to do I will do a microcoil build, I suppose. So we're going to do literally a very little microcoil on this. Actually, no, I'm going to go up one more size. Let's see. I'm gonna do a nice wrap on this. All right, we're gonna use 32 gauge. We're gonna use 32 gauge, and I'm not sure exactly how many times I want to wrap this yet. This coil was sent to me with the RDA, this coil wire. It is 32 gauge, I believe. I use 32 gauge, and it's about the same thickness and stuff. So I'm gonna try this and see how it works out with this gauge wire I'm using, but it should work fine. So let me just grab my tools here that I use for building on my RDAs. Scissors for my cotton. He sent me a little bit of cotton as well to go with this, so I'm gonna use everything he sent me. I'm gonna use, and he is I don't know who. So, but I thank he for sending me this stuff for the purpose of this review. So I just put my coil together. Now I am going to do, I guess I'm gonna try about 6 wraps. I don't know how many I could fit in this. I'm gonna go a little more than that actually. I never built on something so small, so I'm just gonna really try here and see if I could figure something out on this build. Let me cut this wire too, it's too long. Alright, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops. 5 wraps. And I guess I'll go 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 5 wraps there and 6 wraps. Sorry, I can see it now. I'm gonna go for 7. If I could get to go 7. There we go. I got my 7 wraps. I'm gonna grab this here and just tighten that up a little bit. Oops. We tighten that coil up. And then you wanna just take this, snug this, make sure your coils are nice and tight. I don't know, Peanut. Hold on, I'm trying to do ooh, it's okay. Just make sure you pick it up and throw it away. So what you have to do here, this is going to be a really tough build. You're going to want to take this coil apart because you're going to want to use this as a tool to help you. You're going to put this back through. This is going to hold this coil together from undoing itself basically. You're going to want to wrap this around like that. That's your positive. Oops, slipped out of my hand. Then you're going to grab your negative post, and that's going to come around this way to your negative. And you're going to want to wrap that around your negative post, which is this outer one here. Bring it around. And when you wrap them around on small things like this, I mean, it makes it a lot easier to work with. Just wrapping that coil around and then tighten it on. This is my first time building on a tiny micro coil RDA like this. And as you see, I'm having trouble already with the tightening of these wires, these coils, because they're just sliding out and stuff, being that they're so small. So I'm going to hold that in place. There we go. And then I'm going to grab this one here and do the same. Just hold it there while I'm tightening it so it doesn't slip out. And then you could just see that coil. And I should be able to adjust this just like that. And it's going to go, oop, and I knew it was going to do that. This is going to be hard to work with, so small, man. Let's try that again. I'm going to pinch this here. I mean, I thought these needle nose were small enough for this, but I guess not. This is really small to work with here. Let's tighten that back down again. Alright, make sure it's a little extra tighter this time.
I'll watch you while I do this, yes?
I'm going to tighten this down here. Pull this right out nice and easy. Make sure she ain't touching with no negative or positive pulse. And I have the negative pulse here. I have to clip this wire because it's touching the positive one just about. So we're going to clip that one off. And that's out. And now we're going to clip this positive one. Make sure. Alright. So that's the way you do that. And now we're going to pulse it. This is very tiny. I'm at 0.6 ohms with this. And then we're going to pulse it now. And I'm going to grab my tweezers and I'm just going to give that a squeeze, this tiny little coil. We're going to get her burning the right way from the center. Oh yeah, look at that. She's going nice. She's going nice. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. That is nice. Nice glow on there. Where's my ohms at now? They went up. They went up. And when you touch that, you see how that works? And it brings the ohms down because it's a bigger wire on it, kinda. It's jumping all around. So I'm at 9.6. One 0.00, 0.98. They are jumping around these ohms. I mean, I guess it's kind of common. I've seen it happen before with these little, well, not these little RDAs like this, but these little coil builds. Sometimes they do jump around like that. But let's see how it stays here. I guess that'll work for me. 0.96 is good enough for me on a build. Now we're going to grab the cotton. I'm going to use the long strip because I'm going to be trying to work this in very small pieces, and that's going to be a tough one to get this cotton going through a small hole like that. So what I'm going to do is start off like this. I'm going to wet this end and give it a twist to hold it thin like this. So now I'm going to work this into this coil. And that's going to be tough because I need to cut this little, it's kind of like threading a needle. We're going to cut that little tip off there so it doesn't get in the way. Ooh. There she goes. Now when you start getting to the fluffy part here, if you have trouble getting it in, just give it a twist and kind of twist it in. And she will slide in. I want to get her to the juicy fat part there where it's going to hold that juice in there. Being that this is a small little coil like this, you want a good amount of cotton, just because being that it's small like that, man, cotton's just gonna, it's not gonna burn much off of it, but it's not gonna have a lot of cotton to carry juice into that coil like that. So what I'm gonna do is, my hose right there, I want that to sit right in front of that coil like that. So this cotton's going to come up around and behind it and stuff. So I'm going to actually trim this one a little bit more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work this up like a RDT or a rebuildo atomizer. And see if I could do it this way and kind of work it down behind. No, that's not going to be right. Let's see how this looks here and see where I could tuck this cotton at. This is one hell of a build. Never in my life have I ever had to build something like this. I love it. It's small, man. It's different, and that's what I like about it. All right, let's see. The coil, the hole's there, and the coil's there. All right, so now I am going to drip on that cotton. We're gonna see how she works. Being that this is a little coil, I really don't know how she's gonna work. I don't know how much cotton I should have put. I'm not sure on anything with this. But I know one thing is, it's a RDA, and the RDA can't be that hard to build. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is, I'm going to pick this up for a second. And I'm glad I looked at it, because all this is dry on the bottom. So let's just get a little more juice in there. Got a little more juice on it. Let's see how she burns, actually, how she fires. Oh wow, yeah, look at that, guys. Oof, look at all that vape. So let's just test this out now. We're gonna put this on here. The airflow is right. Let's make sure. Let me grab this. Make sure that cotton's down in there the right way. I want this cotton touching the ground, and I want my airflow to make sure it's unblocked. And if you look down in there, you can see. Let me lift this up now. That's a hell of a RDA, guys. But if you look in there, you can see the cotton. I gotta clean this thing, but you can see the cotton in there against the floor. You can see the screws and stuff. She's releasing a good amount of vape. Oh, fire is up on top, sorry. But not bad. It's like being shot out the top. So, guess what time it is, guys? Time to vape on her. Let me shut this off, throw a little more juice in there. I'm going to put her on my simple mechanical mod. We're going to release her off of the ohms tester. I can't get her off. Unbelievable. There it goes. Fingers were a little oily. Not oily, but juicy. I keep calling it oil, but it's really not oil. It's a water-based substance that washes right off with water like nothing. So let's put this back on the right way. I kind of just slid on, no problem. Alright. I'm going to put that drip tip on I'm going to use, just like that. We're going to put this on my mechanical mod. I got to clean my hands. Oop, I got to loosen that screw. Oh, this is so awesome the way it looks together like this. It's cute. It's the smallest mod I ever seen. Oh, this fits perfect. It's like perfect. Everything's like perfectly flush. So I'm just going to use this to snug it. Oh yeah, there she goes. And that's it. And that's all she wrote. So let me just get some of this stuff off my fingers before I decide to vape on her all nasty like this. I know you want to see her vape. I want to clean it first. Here goes nothing. Smallest RDA I ever worked on. Smallest one I ever seen. Here goes nothing. Woo! Wow! Not bad for a little guy, huh? That is the miniest mini RDA ever that works wonders. I like this. This is actually not a bad RDA for the amount of vape it's producing right about now. I'm actually pretty pleased with it. Let me get my glasses on. I gotta see something. Make sure that cotton's still there. the way it's supposed to be. I might set up the cotton a different way, and only because of the way this is, I was thinking of having the cotton hang up and work down into the coil, so when I drip in it, the juice will always work its way back down to the coil. But I guess either way it'll work out.
Plug.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So that is it, guys. This is the smallest RDA I ever worked on. I don't know if the smallest one you guys ever seen like this way, but that's what she wrote, man. I guess it doesn't really matter on the size of the RDA. It matters on the build. So, peace out, guys. This is D&D's Vapes coming to you. I hope you enjoy this RDA. I'm going to test her out for about a week or so, and I'll come up with a update on how this RDA is working and how she's pleasing me. But other than that, if she doesn't, I ain't going to use her. I just think it's awesome to see a RDA this big. And like I said, I appreciate the person who sent this to me. I really don't know who they are. I just had a letter in the mail, and I don't understand the name on there. It's kind of weird, but I really appreciate this. This was very nice of you to send this to me and let me review this. I just think it's awesome. I'm sure they've been around for a while. Like I said, I did have to adjust that hole a little bit bigger because it was more of a mouth to lung hit. Very mouth to lung hit, very tight. Love it. Peace out, guys. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, subscribe, and like. And I am going to be actually getting another one of these for myself, I think, if I like it. And if I like it, I'll buy one that I like for my color. And I'll probably do a giveaway with this one, except you're not getting my drip tip. You'll be getting the original drip tip that comes with it, which is this one. There you go. And this is what it's supposed to look like. And let's see actually how this drip tip works. It's not bad, and it's actually comfortable. I actually like the way it feels on your lips, but it's not my forte. This is. I like the mouthpiece. This looks more manly, especially for this color on there. I'd rather have this drip tip for right now. But peace out, guys. Like I said, once I get the one I want, these are cheap. If you can find them online, I believe I looked before I started doing this, and I think I saw these only for about a couple dollars, about $2-3 online. So I'm sure that's why the guy didn't have a problem sending this to me for a review. So I did find them online, and I believe it's from the same company person that sent me this one. The name looked almost just about the same. So just let me know what you guys think. I'll put a link if I find them. I'll put a link up so you guys can look for them and check them out. They're awesome little RDAs. You just will have to do a little bit of customizing on yourself for the airflow. Other than that, they work great. So peace out, guys. Have fun. Enjoy your day. And remember, smoking is old news. Vaping is the future. Or whatever Rip Dripper says. But peace out, guys.